Have you ever experienced a sense that the world is undergoing a profound shift in recent years? Have you sensed that time itself seemed to be shifting and reality, as we knew it was undergoing a profound transformation? If you've had these feelings, you are not alone. For more than a decade, the signs have been evident, signaling a crucial juncture in the evolution of our civilization. These indicators suggest that our current trajectory is unsustainable, and without substantial transformations, we risk stagnation or even regression. The very systems that once provided structure and guidance to our societies, such as political institutions and religious organizations, now seem inadequate and outdated. Instead of fostering progress and enlightenment, they have become impediments to human flourishing, perpetuating division, inequality, and conflict. We are in the midst of the most significant awakening that humanity has ever experienced, and this awakening is not a random occurrence. It's a deliberate and purposeful journey to awaken individuals to their soul missions and to facilitate the ascension of both the planet and its inhabitants. To understand the magnitude of this awakening, we must first explore the concept of dimensional shifts. Currently, humanity is in the process of transitioning from the third dimension to the fourth dimension and ultimately to the fifth dimension. This transition is closely linked to Earth's own evolution, as Gaia herself is ascending, causing upheaval and chaos in the confines of 3D. Our perception is limited in 3D, often seeing only the surface of reality veiled by illusions and misconceptions. However, as we move into 4D, the veils begin to lift, granting us access to deeper truths and a broader perspective. It is in 4D that we start to discern the intricacies of the grand cosmic design. Yet, the ultimate destination is 5D, where we transcend the chaos and discord of lower dimensions, residing in a state of higher consciousness characterized by elevated emotions and an expansive worldview. But the journey to 5D requires passing through the challenges and tribulations of 4D, a process we are currently undergoing. Picture this process as a renovation project. Before constructing something new and beautiful, we must first dismantle the old structures. This demolition phase can be messy and uncomfortable, much like the tumultuous times we find ourselves in. However, it's important to remember that this chaos is not a sign of something gone awry. It's a natural part of the process, a necessary step toward a brighter future. Humanity, as a collective, is undergoing a massive awakening all at once. Thus, the turbulence we witness on a global scale appears more significant than personal awakenings. This awakening is part of a broader cosmic plan intricately woven into Earth's cycles of ascension and descension, which occur approximately every 26,000 years. Currently, we stand at the threshold of a new era, the dawn of a golden age. This transition involves the influx of higher vibrational 5D energy onto the planet, and individuals are upgrading their consciousness at varying rates. Some are assimilating this energy more rapidly than others, driven by their free will and capacity to hold these elevated frequencies. The journey to 5D is a meticulous process that involves the physical body's transformation to accommodate the new energy. This is why we don't instantly arrive in the fifth dimension. The body needs time to adjust to the higher frequencies, and we carry our physical vessels with us on this spiritual ascent. However, before we can fully embrace 5D, the old 3D systems must collapse. They are incompatible with the new 5D energy, and therefore cannot persist in their current form. This is precisely what we are witnessing on Earth today, a grand dismantling of the old systems to pave the way for the new. In the realm of politics, we witness a growing disillusionment with established systems of governance. Traditional political frameworks, characterized by partisan bickering, bureaucratic inefficiency, and entrenched power structures, no longer inspire confidence or represent the diverse needs of modern societies. Instead of fostering collaboration and progress, they often breed cynicism and apathy among citizens, eroding trust in democratic processes and institutions. The result is a growing sense of disconnection and alienation from the very systems that are meant to serve and protect us. Similarly, organized religion, once a source of moral guidance and spiritual solace for millions, is now grappling with its own crisis of relevance. Dogmatic doctrines and rigid hierarchies have alienated many seekers of truth, while institutional scandals and hypocrisy have eroded public trust in religious authorities. In an increasingly secular and pluralistic world, traditional religious institutions struggle to adapt to changing social norms and values, often resorting to divisive rhetoric and reactionary stances that further alienate potential followers. The education system has also reached a critical juncture where its traditional foundations no longer adequately support modern human evolution. Instead of nurturing creativity, critical thinking, and individual growth, today's educational institutions often stifle these essential qualities, hindering rather than fostering human development. In many parts of the world, the education system is characterized by standardized testing, rigid curricula, and a one-size-fits-all approach that prioritizes memorization over understanding, conformity over innovation, and compliance over curiosity. This factory-like model of education was designed for an industrial age long past, where obedience and rote learning were valued skills for a workforce defined by repetitive tasks and hierarchical structures. Alongside the challenges facing our education system, the economy and financial system are also teetering on the brink of collapse. Our financial system is plagued by instability and inequality, characterized by speculative excesses, predatory lending practices, and a concentration of wealth and power in the hands of a privileged few. The convergence of these factors, along with many others, poses a significant threat to the stability and well-being of our world. We are witnessing a profound shift in the human psyche, marked by a surge in mental health problems, particularly among children and adolescents. Never before have we seen such widespread levels of anxiety, depression, and other psychiatric disorders, with young people bearing the brunt of this crisis. As these outdated systems falter, we are confronted with a pressing need for deeper change, a paradigm shift that transcends the limitations of our current institutions and ideologies. At the heart of this transformation lies a shift in consciousness, a collective awakening to our shared humanity and our interconnectedness with the planet and all its inhabitants. It requires us to transcend narrow identities and ideological divisions, recognizing we are all inextricably linked in a web of life. Think of it as a construction project. The old structures must be torn down before the new and improved ones can be built. This process is a vital part of our collective evolution, and there is no cause for fear. In fact, the dismantling of the old signifies our proximity to building a better world, one aligned with the frequencies of 5D. The collapse of the old will manifest through various means, including both natural changes on Earth and the awakening of individuals reclaiming their power from long-standing corrupt systems that have dominated for millennia. Part of the forward awakening is the recognition of these systems' true nature and their lack of benefit to humanity. Natural Earth changes are also part of this collapse. Gaia, the sentient being that is our planet, is actively participating in this process. She is choosing to cleanse herself from the abuse she has endured for centuries: pollution, exploitation, and environmental degradation. These cleansing actions may manifest as natural disasters encompassing all elements: air, fire, earth, and water. From floods to droughts, fires to earthquakes, volcanoes to tornadoes, Gaia is purging the imbalances inflicted upon her over the ages. There is no need for fear, though, for your soul chose this experience before you incarnated, and all is unfolding as it should. The second facet of this collapse arises from awakened individuals who are re-evaluating everything they once accepted as truth. They are awakening to their inherent power and stepping into their sovereignty, realizing that many of the existing systems, from governments to financial structures, education to healthcare, no longer serve the greater good. As these systems crumble, it is essential to understand that this is part of the process and should not be feared. The dismantling is necessary to make way for systems that genuinely benefit humanity, rather than serving self-interests. As we draw closer to 5D, the old ways will become increasingly incompatible with the new energy. The contrast between 3D and 5D energy is profound, making it impossible for the old systems to endure in the higher vibrational field of 5D. You may have heard the term ascension before, or this may be your first encounter with it. Ascension, at its core, is the process of elevating your consciousness to a higher level. What we are currently experiencing is the ascension of individuals and the Earth herself. What sets this ascension apart is that humans have never before physically ascended with their bodies while on Earth. It's a novel process for us in this particular time and place, though we may have experienced it in different incarnations on other planets. The upheaval, conflicts, and chaos that have intensified since 2020 can be attributed to several factors, all interwoven into the fabric of this grand awakening. 1. Fear, the catalyst for chaos, rioting, conflict, and upheaval, have become more prevalent in recent years, far surpassing what we might consider normal. What's fueling all this chaos? The answer lies in one powerful emotion: fear. When fear takes hold, it has a profound impact on our actions and behaviors. Fear, left unaddressed, can manifest as anger directed either inwardly or outwardly. It's crucial to understand the role of fear in our current reality because it provides insight into why individuals are acting the way they are. Perhaps you felt a surge of anger within yourself as well. You're not alone. Many people have experienced heightened anger due to the intense fear permeating our planet. When we suppress our emotions, they can accumulate like a pressure cooker, eventually erupting in fits of anger triggered by fear. So what's the solution? It's essential to release these pent-up emotions. Find healthy outlets like physical exercise, singing, screaming when no one's around, crying, or simply speaking your truth. Letting this energy flow is crucial. Otherwise, it can overwhelm your physical body. Always be mindful not to harm others in the process. 2. The collective shadow and individual shadow. Another factor contributing to the chaos is the activation of the collective shadow and individual shadows. But what exactly is the shadow? The shadow represents the parts of ourselves that we'd rather not acknowledge or confront. It's the repository of our secrets, shame, and all the dark aspects we'd rather keep hidden. Everyone possesses both light and dark aspects within them. Importantly, the shadow operates not only on an individual level, but also as a collective entity. When the collective shadow emerges, we all must contend with it. The shadow yearns for acknowledgement. It craves attention. Imagine it as a child demanding recognition. By seeing it for what it is, acknowledging it, and inviting it into your experience, you can begin to heal it. Even if you don't like what you see, be willing to look, extend love and acceptance, envelop it in white healing light, and allow it to heal. The worst response is to suppress or fight against your shadow. Resistance only fuels more anger, fear, and frustration, exacerbating the chaos. I encourage you to try this with your shadow. Welcome it, observe it, and let it show you what needs healing within you. When you view it from a detached perspective, it loses its power over you. It can no longer harm you. Visualize it bathed in healing light. Imagine it healed. If we collectively undertake this healing journey, we'll pave the way for a new world. We must purge the old energy to make room for the new. Many refer to this period as the Great Awakening, and it's an apt description. People worldwide are waking up, driven by the chaos and confusion surrounding them. The events of recent years have prompted a new way of questioning things. As we navigate these unprecedented times, individuals are starting to scrutinize the information they receive in a new light. They're questioning the mandates and narratives imposed upon them. More and more, we encounter news stories that don't add up, leading us to question the fear-driven narratives we're exposed to daily. It's become apparent that the world isn't as bleak as the media portrays it. The incessant stream of bad news and fear-inducing stories seeks to control our emotions and keep us subdued. But we don't have to succumb to this manipulation. Instead, we're piecing together a puzzle and using our intuition to discern the truth, free from the influence of mainstream media. We're aligning with our inner wisdom and asking ourselves, is this my truth? If not, we discard it. You have the power to choose your reality, your truth. You don't need to adopt a fearful narrative just because it was fed to you. You can choose love over fear, positivity over negativity. Your emotions and the world you co-create are entirely within your control. This is the most significant awakening our planet has ever witnessed, and it's unfolding right before our eyes. You didn't stumble upon this article by chance. You were led here for a purpose. Everything is interconnected. Know that you are here at this precise moment in time for a reason. There are no coincidences. Ascension is not an instantaneous occurrence. It is a continuous process that began with your incarnation. As you ascend, your capacity to hold and emanate light expands, and your consciousness evolves. Humanity is on the path to ascending to a higher level of consciousness, ushering in a new golden age. While we currently navigate a dark age inevitable in a polarized universe, we're steadily progressing toward a brighter, more enlightened age. Your personal growth and awakening contribute to the collective ascent. Your daily efforts to raise your vibration and expand your consciousness propel you further into the 5D experience and the new 5D Earth. Envision the world and life you wish to create, holding it as your focal point. As you continue to ascend, you will witness this vision materialize into your reality. The collapse of the old world is not a cause for fear. It is a necessary step in humanity's grand awakening and ascension process. Embrace this journey with an open heart and a clear mind, for it is leading us to a new world, one characterized by higher vibrations, love, and unity. The chaos and challenges we face are integral to this transformative process, clearing the path for a brighter future. You are an essential part of this awakening, and your conscious choices and inner growth are contributing to the evolution of both yourself and our beautiful planet. Embrace this extraordinary moment in history, for it is the dawning of a new era, a world where love, truth, and enlightenment reign supreme. Thank you from the depths of our hearts for tuning in and being an integral part of our cherished community. Your presence and engagement mean the world to us. If you found joy, inspiration, or valuable insights in our videos,